Hello, folks. Welcome back to Chris Wyatt Reports. This is Chris in Central Pennsylvania. Well, it seems as if Julius Malema, the leader of the Economic Freedom Fighters, the EFF in South Africa, is really searching for relevance. He just continues to go after topics that are wildly unpopular with South Africans, trying to have a national shutdown in the midst of an economic collapse, calling for open borders when xenophobic South Africans don't want people pouring into their country, and now calling for solidarity with the LGBTQ community in Uganda. The EFF, as a protest movement within an unwavering commitment to marginalized and oppressed groups of people, will picket at the Uganda High Commission. We call on all progressive forces to stand in solidarity with Ugandan lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and intersex people to join the picket led by the EFF's Commander-in-Chief, Julius Malema. These words spoken by EFF National Spokesperson, Sanawo Tambo. For those familiar with the Economic Freedom Fighters and the political situation of South Africa, you might be asking yourself, what exactly are they smoking here? The EFF reiterates its utter condemnation of the inhumane anti-homosexuality bill passed by the Parliament of Uganda on the 21st of March 2023. Fundamentally, the Parliament of Uganda has legalized bigotry. Tambo said the EFF is calling on all progressive forces to join the picket at the diplomatic mission in Pretoria. He said the bill, which has sailed through parliaments in Uganda, is inhumane. Now, I don't doubt for a second and dispute the argument that it is inhumane and it's uncalled for. It's unnecessary. Uganda has legislation which already criminalizes homosexual conduct. This is an inhumane law and a follow-up to their 2014 law, which Museveni promised Ambassador Scott DeLisi of the United States would never become law. And of course, he signed it into law and started a tiff between Barack Obama seeking to draw attention away from his failures at home and geopolitically by focusing on an issue that he really didn't care about and condemning Uganda. The EFF now steps into this fight. What exactly is going on here? What's really going on here, folks, is the Economic Freedom Fighters who've accomplished virtually nothing in their existence, and certainly nothing since the lockdown began, other than, show us some music clips and lead marches that accomplished nothing at all. Other than that, the EFF is searching for relevance, and they're playing on three issues here, none of which are winners in politics in South Africa. First, Malema's call for open borders, all Africa, Pan-Africanism. He thinks he's the latter-day coming of Kwame Nkrumah, which he's not. He's not. Or Patrice Lumumba. He's not even remotely close to those African figures. Calling for open borders in a country where there are serious xenophobia issues. People do not like millions of others pouring into the country of South Africa when there's joblessness and poverty prevalent throughout the country. So number one, that's a bad idea. Strike number two, calling for a national shutdown to show the strength of the EFF to cause chaos in South Africa. Well, it was really just a day of national letdown. He couldn't even muster 2,500 people to a rally that he led in the nation's capital, and then a march on the president's residence. What a joke, what a pathetic showing it was. The national letdown shows how weak the EFF is, particularly when civil society and the ruling party actually join forces and stop this nonsense. And now number three, promoting homosexuality to a deeply conservative population where 90% consistently in surveys oppose gay marriage unions. This is not a winning argument in South Africa, except with a small percentage of the population. Now, never mind the fact that Malema is actually correct. This law is inhumane. It's a serious violation of human rights, and it is a vile repressive measure by Uganda. But this isn't the bridge you want to die on, Julius Malema. Open borders, the national letdown, and now having a rally in favor of gay and bisexual, lesbian, transgender, and intersex rights is not exactly the hill you want to go down on, Julius Malema. But hey, Malema is desperate for relevance, and this is what he's doing. Desperate. He's struggling for relevance, a struggle that will prove whether his racial rants and incitements to violence will be tolerated by a rapidly collapsing African National Congress, or whether he will be able to ignite the spark that he seeks to lead a bloody revolution. And I think the odds are against Julius Malema achieving that. He seeks to undermine civil order in South Africa. And more South Africans are waking up to that reality. The EFF is rapidly dwindling, and this stance to come out in favor of gay and bisexual, lesbian, transgender, intersex rights will prove to be a losing proposition for Julius Malema. Not saying that it should be a losing proposition. I'm just saying that he does not really get the pulse of South African politics. It's pretty obvious from this move. Hey, folks, thanks for tuning in. If you appreciate the commentary and the independent journalism, leave a comment behind. Feel free to give us a like, and you're welcome to leave a little super chat or super thanks on the video. Thank you so much for your support. Take care and have a safe and pleasant day. For April, Juju leads a rally in favor of homosexuality. Good luck, Juju.